Hello, everyone, and sorry about those technical difficulties. We got it figured out. I installed a new piece of hardware, and I forgot to double check OBS, the problem child of the software world. But we are all good. Got it up and running. I see Sirenscapes going, and people's voices are coming in. So let's just go ahead quick and go around the table. I will be your dungeon master and technical difficulties person, Lucas, and my pronouns are he, him. We'll go to Ian. Meg. Yeah, I would hope so. Kritak is a person. Jess. Eve. What? It says audio's coming through. It's gonna be a terrible loop. What? So OBS is saying that your audio is going through. What? Hey, if anyone is like a miracle worker and they want to go over to OBS and just fix the whole thing, yeah. Ian said they need everyone in chat to send them their energy. Hey, there you go. Okay, I'm just going to try to re-add the Zoom one. Now there are two Zooms. Fucking A. Okay, how about that? Try all talking. Can people hear the cast? Or are the cast still silent? No, still not. That's so fucking weird. Oh, man. I like it. That's a very Plumerian episode. So everyone, just checking something out really quick here. Okay, how's that? Can people hear the cast
can we
now?
hear me now?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Test, test, test. Can y'all hear us now?
Words and stuff and things.
Okay,
Ting, ting, ting.
all right.
Okay, woo!
So OBS for some reason decided, all right, so you added these new audio tracks. I'm just gonna remove them from all the set audio things because that makes sense when you add new audio tracks. Welcome to OBS, everyone. Hey, look, I'm figuring these things out so you don't have to if you want to ever try the painful experience of streaming. It's fun.
Woo!
Yeah, we'll just do a quick lightning round of everyone choosing themselves again. So we'll go Ian.
Ian, pronouns he, they. Character, weary. Tiefling artificer, pronouns they, them. I'm drinking tea that my partner made. Thank you, Mats.
Lightning round. Meg. You're muted.
You're muted.
I hate it here.
We're professionals. We've been doing this for over a year.
Anyway, hi, I'm Meg. Pronouns are she, they. I am playing our favorite socially anxious godly druid, Alora, whose pronouns are they, them. We're all scared here. Hi!
Jess.
Jess, she, her, playing Glyph, they, them, Automata Rogue. We're all here.
Eve.
We did it.
Eve and TK, both of us are apparently telekinetic. Maybe. You'll never know. We're also both games with she, her pronouns.
And Jason.
Me, Jason, character, TikTok, bird guy, superb bard Plumerian.
And that's how you do it, everyone. That's why they pay us the real big bucks over there at the Bezos Corporation of Unholy Things. Yeah, we're top tier. Make sure to always rate
Like
us.
$20 so far.
This is why our stream gets rated skillful every stream. you
Always
know?
make sure you rate our stream as skillful, and we will take that and inflate our ego, and we will just block all these technical difficulties out. You find me a stream that's
unlike
never
all the
happened.
other, unlike every other TTRPG show that you'll ever watch, we actually play to win.
That's right. That's why we got hack dice. All right, so the music and sound effects come from Sirenscape. You want some weird ass sounds in your house? Fuck yeah, go to Sirenscape. They got them all, baby. Pop that shit on, put on some big speakers, point them outside, annoy your neighbors. You're allowed. If you want to go on to Roll20 and play some games with friends, I suggest you do so. We're sponsored by them. It's cool as shit. While the music is blasting out and annoying your neighbors, you could be on Roll20 enjoying a great time. So while people are banging on your door and you can't hear them because you hear people screaming about pigs and the price of a beer at an inn, you can enjoy a fun game for free on Roll20.
And this is all 100% legal.
Well, you know, that's the fun part. I'm not going to go there. So, what happened last time, Lucas? Glad you asked. Last time, the party had social anxiety all throughout. They met the Divine Voice, a troll. They talked to her for a little bit. They are fairly certain they saw Bizarrio, who's a wanted war criminal here. They got their way in, and Kratok handed over the circlet to have it investigated and possibly replicated so that more people could be helped. All of you went off to Lord Crestfeather's estate, had a good time. You're all dressed fancy. You went to each of your rooms. Weary had a panic attack. TK had a panic attack. Glyph was just kind of figuring things out while Alora was babysitting, and Kratok had a really sweet moment with his mother. And then you all heard the wonderful words of Dudley Flufffeather proclaiming a song that is near and dear to everyone's hearts before Lord Kyle started arriving. All right. The camera pans over a beautiful estate. Large rainbow eucalyptus trees tower over a small pond where a rowboat gently rocks on artificial waves as a Plumerian serenades another. We see a wondrous garden that holds plants and flowers from all over Loch Realta as a tired, proud dwarven woman takes a long swig from her glass, wiping off her beard. A butterfly flaps by, taking towards the Crestfeather Mansion. A very large building has an open, airy concept on the first floor, allowing the breeze and sense of nature to pass along through it. Held aloft by pillars of marble, the house has large square windows with balconies all over to allow Plumerians to land. Standing on one such balcony is Kratok along with his mother. They listen in interest as a fluffy gray Plumerian finishes proclaiming words of a song from an unknown world. That should be one of the sentences. On another balcony is Weary, who seems to have a nervous look on their face, fiddling with a written note in their hands. TK is on another balcony. Her eye, recently bloodshot, looks out in confusion and annoyance as the butterfly flaps around her head and she waves it away. Down below the courtyard is Lord Crestfeather and his wife, as well as Alora, who's keeping an iron grip on Bradley while listening to the Plumerian. They look over at Glyph while Bradley is sneakily growing their fingers to try to grab a bug crawling on the ground. Glyph, meanwhile, is tense, staring not at the Plumerian speaking, but instead at an iron carriage headed their way. For in this carriage is none other than Lady Bywood's most terrible son, Lord Kyle. Kyle has their head sticking out of the carriage, looking down their nose, making direct eye contact with Glyph. So you all are watching as this iron carriage is coming through. These 2 spider horses are pulling it along, and it stops right in front of all of you there. Lord Crestfeather walks forward. A bunch of like servants are coming out to help out with like, bags and all that kind of stuff, take care of the spider horses. And Lord Kyle goes and they try to kick open their door, but it's very sturdy, and so they can't. And so someone comes by and they help them open it up. Well. If it isn't Glyph. It's your new name now. Greetings, Lord Crestfeather, Lady Crestfeather. And they nod, looking a little confused at Glyph. And it's always a pleasure to have you here, Lord Kyle Bywood. Yes, I know.
Okay. So Kyle steps out, and I see that, and 2 things begin to happen at once. The first thing that happens is I very vividly see my robot arm coming up and opening, and a dagger just coming out, flying through the air, past everyone gathered around, hitting Kyle right in the neck. I can see this. I've done it so many times. And at the exact same time, all of my memories are popping up of Kyle, of the Bywoods, of working for them. And it's just like being handed giant folders of paper and being told to like redo them in triplicate, and people just throwing coats on me over and over and over again, and me just shining people's shoes and mopping floors, and just these memories and memories and memories, and just Kyle being awful and rude to everyone who's ever been around him, and just like shoving me and just calling me it, and just the worst. And so as those memories are popping up and I'm imagining throwing the dagger, I'm starting to get an error message because I don't have my sword arm anymore. And the error like my programming tries to throw the dagger, but there's nothing there. So it immediately comes back. Again, same time, memory, bad memory, memory, seeing them again, having to help him with his fashion shows and having to roll out the carpet and then having to wait backstage, having to hang lights, and just all of the demeaning things I had to do. And then finally him shoving me into a broom closet, and then I slam into 6 weeks of no memory at the same time that I get the error message for my arm missing. And they smash into each other, and I can't see anything. I just stop for a moment.
What are you doing there, Glyph? It looks like you're a little broken. That makes sense that you're broken. You're wearing that. Looks like you're wearing what you get, but not what you think you ordered, isn't it? Anyway, I'll see myself away.
Wait, no, I'm not done. He's doing that. I'm not done, Lucas. Because he's doing that and tittering. And I reach into myself and I go, activate customer service cadence number 4.
Oh no!
And I go, Kyle, is that you?
Oh, no.
And I'm going to saunter over and I say, oh, little Kyle, it's been so long. I haven't seen you since you were going by, what was it? Oh, that sweet name your mama gave you. What was it? Bramster? Oh, that was such a good, strong family name, but I guess Kyle works too. Oh, it has been so long, hasn't it?
It's been such a time. I've been so weary having to look around at those places that you never could scrub away. And it's so nice that they let you be here and be a servant here as well. You're really working your way up.
A servant. Oh, how droll. Of course you wouldn't know, but I am a guest of Baron Kurtok. We're guests of the divine voice themselves.
Oh, you're the entourage to the charity case. Wow, you made it. All right, I have to go set up my room now. It's been so lovely. Bye.
Who gave you a room? I don't remember the Bywoods having dealings in Plumeria. I thought you were, too good to come here.
Which one's this? Oh, you're
Kurtok just like motions like the suit of
you're up on a balcony at the moment, so. Well, we've had dealings with Plumeria for some time, often export and all that, but we have great connections with all the people. Lord Crestfeather and I we're old hunting friends, isn't that right? And Lord Crestfeather kind of has like a little bit of a 1,000-yard stare. And they go, Oh, hunting. Yes.
So memorable, he almost forgot you.
Sorry, sometimes these things tire me. Please, let us all go inside. I feel a bit famished, and we can go into the sitting room. Will everyone join me? And Bradley now has like a fairly large beetle that they're biting into.
No, put that down. Put that down. You.
But they eat bugs.
No, we are not bringing that inside.
I'd step closer to Alora, so now all the retinue is heading inside. Alora, perhaps I can take Bradley to his room.
No, that's okay. He's just a little. Well.
Eating another beetle.
He's finished it. Little leg is still twitching out of the corner of their mouth.
If you can raise, and I'm just like pushing the rest of the leg in the mouth. If you can do better, knock yourself out. I'm exhausted, honestly.
The pretty much the second that Kyle is inside the building, TK reemerges back on the balcony. She's holding a candlestick and just screaming, and she just immediately hucks it right into the spot where Kyle was. She's like, ah!
A few of the servants look over at TK as this happens, and just like plunks down.
Oh. All right.
Would
TK
you
has
like us to
left there.
retrieve the candle?
Oh no, I will take this to TK. I'll pick it up. I will march resolutely.
Yeah, so Bradley will go with you, Glyph.
Come with me, Bradley.
Yeah.
Thank you, Meg.
All right.
Yeah.
So we're first gonna. So is everyone heading, aside from Glyph taking Bradley off to go play in the room? Is everyone heading to the sitting room?
Yeah, I think after seeing everything go down at the balcony, Mary takes a deep breath, composes themselves, and heads down the stairs to meet up with everybody.
So you all enter into this room. It's a very large, beautiful room. There's multiple couches and there's chairs. There's a few tables dotted here and there. People were like, it was late at night and they're standing, having a little brandy and having a chat. But all in all, this area is fairly nice set up. And Lord Crestfeather goes and his wife sits down beside him. You see that there are a few other people here. You see that there is a lot of Kurtok's family has decided to come down and socialize. Kurtok's two siblings haven't come down, but that is because they are still afflicted with the bird song, so they wouldn't be good company at the moment. It would just be very difficult. But Kurtok's grandmother is there, and mother and father. And you also see Kyle has showed up and is sitting down and having a chat, and there are refreshments served here. There's little like plates of food as a pre-dinner sort of thing. There are a lot of bug related things, but they have tried to keep like normal food, like fruits, those little things on crackers that people are nuts about, that kind of fancy shit. But so they have very nice stuff. They have like a lot of like servants that are sitting around, and like they'll bring a tray to you, so like to see what you would like. And all of you are just kind of seated in this room. And Lord Crestfeather looks at all of you. Are your rooms to your liking? Is everything okay?
So far, fine. Do you know who delivers the mail around here?
There's a few that come by to deliver mail. I imagine you are speaking of the flowers that you received?
Yeah.
Well, it's an old friend of mine. Their name is Trust, yes.
Oh, so he was here.
It was more sent ahead of time. When I was staying in Sekathet, where I met my beautiful wife, I was there and I was helping the Guardians of the Tendril. I was having a season staying with them and trying to see what I can help, try to explore the world a little bit as well. And I met Trust there, and we were in training together.
Oh, is he well?
Oh, yes. A little bit of a spill, that's what's taking them a bit of time, but I hear they're healing up fine.
Okay, that's good. I'm glad they're well. Thank you.
Oh, of course. TK, you're sitting there, and so they're bringing around a lot of stuff. Do you take like the drinks and the food, that kind of stuff, or what's TK doing to try to?
I thought that Glyph was bringing, because TK does not know what's happening right now.
Oh, so are you staying like up in your room waiting for Glyph?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
She has no idea what's happening right now. She's up in her room trying to get to manufacture weapons.
All right. So how about you, Alora and Kratok?
I'm taking it. I'm also just staring at it because it's a little different.
A lot of the drinks are like, it's finer. It's like wines and there's like some brandy, that kind of stuff that they're handing out. Nothing terribly strong, but just there. And yeah, they do have other foods that are like fruits that you're accustomed to and that kind of stuff to ensure that they have things that regular people would be interested in eating. So,
Kratok.
Oh.
Kratok's just like taking like the little stubby knife and he's taking like some like the preserve and spreading it over like a bug and then putting it on a cracker and eating that kind of thing.
Taste of home. You can't get this anywhere else. So you all are adventurers, is that right?
Loosely.
Do you work for the Adventurers Guild?
Yes.
Where were you before this? Before you came to Plumeria?
We traveled through the Kingdom of Terra?
The Enclave of Terra.
Yeah, yes.
Well, it's a little bit of a trek, but I guess when you have Kratok as your guide, you know where you're going. Did you take a ship to go around the Warped Woods?
No.
You went through the Warped Woods?
We're very good adventurers.
Wow. I am impressed. Those are dangerous woods, especially the giants as of late. They've been very active.
They were fine for us.
I was going to say they'll be less active now.
Did you encounter these giants?
Not for very long.
Encountered is a loose term.
Yeah.
There's a lot of loose terms with all of you, huh?
Well, I mean, it's dinner. I don't want to be impolite and talk about, the murders and things of the road where we fight monsters. It's not very good dinner conversation.
Kratok's grandmother leans a little bit back in her chair and she looks over at you, Kratok. You haven't seen her in some time other than when you were kind of taking those trips through your memories when you were in the Doom Cube. And just for note, Kratok's grandmother is Abrielle, and father is Bromley, and mother is Kaelin. So Kratok's grandmother looks over. Kratok, why did you go adventuring again? Why? What is all of this about? What? Always dilly-dallying around the world.
Well, I kind of felt I had to take action, for Keela and Killian.
Well,
I had to
it
do something.
just seems a little dangerous, all these things. You're fighting giants and going through the warped woods. I'm worried about you.
I've grown pretty strong. I'm pretty able, and I don't know. That's just the road.
You have a mark on your beak.
Oh yeah.
You have to
I
be
kinda
careful.
Well, I forget that's even there sometimes. So I'd say all in all, it's turned out pretty well.
Well, you're going to have to attract some of these lovely, noble ladies, and we need you looking spiffer, so maybe get some new clothes for you. It's been a while since our family's been in the spotlight.
Kratuk's face just turns beet red.
Well, you are going up the stairs, Glyph. You look over, and Bradley is 100% creeping away. What would you like to do?
In the hallway, I turn to Bradley. Bradley,
What?
would you like to play a game?
Yep.
Did you see that gentleman who got out of the cart, the one in the awful colorful suit?
Yep.
He loves games. He loves sticky things in his pockets, and his shoes, and his hair.
Oh, one second. I just have to sorry. I just have to go grab the door real quick.
Okay.
Sorry.
Bradley's thinking about it real hard.
I'm Bradley.
You are Bradley.
Ordering food.
Bradley
Lucas
waddles
is going
away.
to go put sticky things in hats and shoes and hair.
Oh, sticky
Let
things.
this child terrorize Kyle for me.
Oi, oi.
Yeah.
It might work.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah,
I know.
It's free
If
terrorizing.
anything is going to get Kyle to lose his cool, it's going to be a very small, very annoying child.
Yes. A sticky child.
A sticky boy, if you will.
I just imagine Bradley being like one of those toddlers that is like permanent aura of mucus kind of thing.
Oh,
Oh.
gosh.
Yeah, but for Bradley, it's just chaos.
Just bits of
Chaos
detritus sticking to them all the time. It's like, what are you getting into?
Like, he hasn't even eaten anything, but his face is like gooey. Like, what did you
It's got like a bunch of Cheeto dust that's all like congealed.
So while Lucas is gone, are we lying?
I don't. Yeah,
Or did
that's a
y'all
good-
forget?
I
I think everyone just always lies de facto because we're not sure when it's a gotcha moment.
Yeah, we're not sure
I
who's
was like,
gonna-
I don't know how to answer this.
Yeah, I'll be like, I mean, no, we. I think if
See,
we're
if
in
PK
the
was there, she would have
Adventures-
just been like, yes, we killed them all.
Yeah, if we're in the Adventurers Guild, like then
Yeah.
we could have a little renown as a treat.
Everyone else is like, no, we haven't done any killing or anything like
No,
that.
we've done
We
so much.
killed
We've done
loosely.
so much killing. It's been awesome.
TK's
a
general
little murder.
attitude for most people is, if I terrify them enough, they won't be a problem.
It's true.
Well, you're in a dress, so.
All right. Sorry about that.
Nothing suspicious happened at all.
No,
That's
we didn't figure
good.
anything out.
All right. So you were asking Bradley to basically sabotage Kyle.
Yes.
So I can just put anything in there?
The worse, the better.
All
Bugs?
right.
Mud,
Bugs.
tacks.
They start to disappear.
Oh.
Oh, they're literally fading away.
Yeah.
Oh no!
I'm just picturing Bradley just sinking and clipping through the floor.
Just fall out their faces at the floor staring at you.
Right. All right. I will stand up, walk resolutely to TK's room. I rap on the door.
TK just immediately like opens up the door just a crack, kind of looks back and forth, and then grabs the glyph and pulls them in. And her room is trash, all the drawers are pulled out and dumped. She's got just a pile of anything that she could use as a blunt instrument on her bed. She got a chair tipped over, and one of the legs is broken off, and it looks like she's trying to sharpen it.
Oh.
And her dress is an absolute mess. She clearly did not know how to put it back on, and so it's just kind of like wrapped and piled around her. She's like, all right, I'm gathering weapons. Do you have any knives?
I do, and I greatly appreciate that I'm handing you the candlestick back. I appreciate the ranged attack on him, but I do not think that will benefit us at the moment. And I just kind of slump to the ground next to you. The Bywoods are here. Something's going on. And we need to find out what.
Okay, so recon first.
Yes.
I can do recon. We can do recon.
We can do recon.
And then we kill him.
Maybe. So disposing of a body would be very awkward. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to
Who
it.
says we gotta dispose of it? Show of force. We flay him and hang him up in the streets. Parade his head around on a pike. Show them what we're gonna do.
Really admire
TK
your creativity.
She is pacing right now, and it seems like she's just decided to hyper focus on killing Kyle.
You're not the
Just
first.
to take her mind off of everything. So she's just like, yeah. And then we show all the Bywoods exactly what we're going to do with them. We'll rip them apart. We'll get them. This is what I needed. This is what we need. Yes. I mean, this is what you need. We need to kill Kyle.
After recon.
Recon.
He
Yes.
He is strangely good at the job that he does. He does fabric creation for, what's the word? Industrial products. And he's a useful idiot. Lady Bywood lets him sort of run free. He creates scandals outside of the Bywood name. So, I happen to know a lot of things about him. Perhaps we can use this.
Use it to drive fucking sword right through his back. Disembowel.
Possibly. After recon. Also, that dress is upside down.
And TK just suddenly looks down and like her just all the blood in her face, and since you can kind of see all of her veins through her skin, you could just see all of the blood washed out of her face, and she just turns around and like, I knew that.
No, you clearly were uncomfortable and I did not notice, and I should have picked something else, and you're always supposed to wear the outfit, it's not supposed to wear you, and I didn't see that. Give me one moment. Now I'm gonna run next door and into my room and just get like what would be a dress shirt on me, which will be a dress shirt dress on TK.
All right. So while you're doing
Yeah.
that and helping out TK, we'll go back to the other three. So you're there, and it, everybody's having a little like chat. There, you don't have to deal with Bradley for the first time in like 7 days, Alora. So it's been really nice, and everybody's you're starting to fall into the groove of it. You're starting to relax a little bit. And Weary, Lady Crestfeather is chatting with you right now.
Oh boy.
So how long has it been since you've been to Sekothet?
Oh, goodness, I've been on my journey for almost a year now.
What were you doing before that?
At Sekothet?
Yeah.
I worked providing. It's honestly very boring. I provided solutions for farmers against fungal rot and I worked with some of the local alchemists in the area.
I mean, that's an incredibly important job. We
Oh,
had many issues with that.
Right. I'd be happy to talk to some farmers if they're willing to listen. I have some interesting remedies for what might be the issue.
We flash back to Weary Seminar and getting some
Yeah, the one where I made like a weird amount of money for that seminar. More than I would have thought.
Well, I was a historian. I traveled around Sekathet, just basically seeing the old ruins that we had there and seeing the different groups that were, tied to the different dragons. And I was trying to help repair relations with Volsolis because, as you know, the two nations aren't working too well together still to this day, and it just seemed a little bit of a pointless task near the end of there. But then I met my husband, and I don't know, I didn't feel so tied to Sekathet anymore. I felt like it was okay to leave,
Oh. I feel like I kind of left outside of my own accord.
What do you mean?
I left in a rush. Let some very strong emotions take me. I think if I'd probably thought it over, I maybe wouldn't even have come on this journey.
Well, I'm glad that you did, and I got to meet you at the very least.
Oh, thank you.
Alora, you are relaxing. You're trying some of the fruit there, and Kyle sits down near you. Hello. You're Lura, right? That's what it says in your wanted poster.
I don't know who that would be. My name is Alora.
Alora? Okay. Aliases, I get it. I 100% understand. I love what you're wearing.
You don't need to lie.
No, I actually do love what you're wearing. I was just wondering if I could get it from you. I feel like it's wasted here.
If it would be better wasted on you. You're too tall, you see. I'm quite petite.
You can remove legs.
Then it would be a shirt.
Ooh, now there's an idea. I like that.
I would happily model while you could design it.
Why do people always think that, I have to keep my body all together, I can't just remove my legs?
And I look down at my stump leg. Well, I'm not sure one will grow back, and I don't know.
You can grow your legs back? I can grow my legs back. What is happening here?
Where's eyeing from across the table, do you want me to do something? I can make a scene. I don't.
I feel like we are going to be besties while I'm here.
I'm sure I will find a way to help you in whatever you would need, Kyle.
Fantastic.
I'm sorry, Lord Kyle. Sorry.
Yes, I do have a Lord title. I am important. And there are a few people who look over at Kyle and they just shake their head a little bit. And entering into the room, one of the servants come in. Excuse me, a late addition to the dinner party. They were running a little bit behind. May I introduce Lady Paloma Bywood? And Ian, if you would like to step forward as Paloma.
Sure. Hello.
Paloma? Why are you here?
Yeah. Oh, this Kingdom invests very heavily in birdseed, so I figured I would make my presence known. I'm very popular.
Shit.
Paloma's just here for bird stuff.
Paloma's always stealing the thunder.
I know, Kyle. You should try having my hair specifically. I know it's shaped like a bird. Don't ask questions.
I hate asking questions. Knowledge causes problems.
Has Kyle like noticed Paloma has been like
Not at all.
completely like head crabbed and
Well,
possessed
no.
by
Her
a
name was
bird?
Bernadette,
Yeah.
so she's just going by Paloma
Kyle
now.
just assumes you just went by a different name, and
That's really supportive of Kyle, actually.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Okay. Paloma doesn't sit in chairs, but actually perches like an actual bird, as if she is not used to having legs.
And there's definitely a bit of like an uncomfortable feeling in the room. Like, are they doing that just because we're Plumerians? Like, is this like kind of them thinking they're fitting in, but they're being really
Yeah.
offensive? And
Oh yeah, no, Paloma would, by virtue of being a mutant bird that possesses people's bodies, probably would be accidentally racist to bird people a lot. Actually.
Plum, sit on your butt,
Oh, sorry.
embarrassing me.
Oh, Kyle, you do that perfectly fine on your own.
Yeah, it's because I have a wonderful butt. And
What?
people at the dinner table are like, anyways, yeah, so, Kratok. Tell us, your travels, you must have seen a great many lands. What's one of the things that really stood out to you? Something absolutely wonderful.
I don't know about wonderful, but it turns out explosions are way more common than you'd think.
Oh, you went to the Arcanium.
Yeah, that's one of the places we went. Really emphasizes the need of good, solid infrastructure to prevent explosions. Made me value my position a lot more.
I was thinking on this, Kratok, and you've got an eye for business and a head for city planning. I was wondering if I could pick your brain a little bit later on, maybe after dinner or tomorrow or whenever you have the free time. I had a few ideas I thought would be a nice investment.
I mean, we kind of have some time now, or does it have to be private?
Well, it's never a good look to discuss business at the table.
I do it all the time.
Kratok, I would like you to roll something.
Uh-oh.
I would say roll a grace to keep your composure. And suddenly you feel a lot of eyes on you.
That's a 9.
On a 7 to 9, you do well enough, but your keeper will do one of the following: force you to make a hard choice, give you success at a cost, or someone will misinterpret your actions. So you are seeing a lot of eyes on you, specifically your father and mother being like, "What are you doing?" kind of thing like that, and it catches you a little bit. So at this moment, either you can keep going forward with trying to push for business at the table, just like, a little oblivious, but you do think it may embarrass your family a bit.
Well, suit yourself then, I suppose.
Yes, of course, we can talk later. Sorry about that. Glyph and TK, you come on in and tell us what TK looks like coming in.
We have taken, like I said, one of Glyph's dress shirts and recombobulated it expertly with folds and pins, that it looks like a very nice shirt dress. Sorry. And it's classy and it's simple, but it works.
TK has insisted on having Glyph make sure that she can have one of the candlesticks up the sleeve so she can drop it and have a club if need be.
We compromised on one candlestick.
And TK's eye still looks fucked right now because, a blood vessel was burst in it earlier. So it's kind of looking like a mess, but she's also clearly extremely tense. Like when Glyph was in the room with her, she looked angry and she looked charged and she looked energetic. The second we got to the dining room, TK's face just immediately kind of just went blank, and her whole body's just stiff.
Quick question: are they at dinner, or is everyone just hanging out
They've
before dinner?
moved because we have talked about people being at a table so much, so I think the things have moved. Once again, sorry, someone is knocking. I will be right back. But just this day.
Didn't even announce that it was dinner.
Okay.
What's going on
I
here?
think TK repeatedly is like, no, don't worry. I'll just go up through the rafters and I'll recon from up there. And you're like, no.
No. Freaking Kyle, the worst. Paloma, the best.
Paloma is debatable.
I think
Chaotically
honestly,
the best, but like as a person,
And
is she
favorite.
actually okay?
Paloma.
Oh, man.
everyone is going to have to stop TK from just immediately pointing at the bird and go, what the hell is that? That's my hair!
I work very hard on it and feed it birdseed every day.
That bird is talking. I can see its mouth moving.
It's just like really bad ventriloquism, but everybody's
No.
too polite.
What are you
talking
I typed out in the chat here, I was like, I constantly just picture Paloma's host just sitting there like a zombie.
Yeah, just like
completely
like eyes dead, like
mouth open, dry, like flies are buzzing in and out.
It's not like a complete like rotting husk. It's
Yeah,
very
no,
much
it's
like
it's just
the
it's
mouth moves,
there.
but it's like out of sync, and the body is a little stiff.
It's like a Muppet.
Yeah, it's like if a bird got onto your motor neurons and started moving you like Remy from Ratatouille.
I made up these Bywood children, the Bywood heirs, to be like a threat, and just the nature of the game, they are now this.
I think Kyle's a threat.
Oh, Kyle is.
I think Paloma is a wild card.
Paloma was a threat.
Yeah.
She got turned into a bird.
Yeah, now she's really mostly allied with Lady Bywood out of intense fear. So you know that can pretty easily change.
Sorry about that.
You're good.
Okay, so enter into the dining room. You two, where would you like to take a seat? You see, there's a lot of open, like, this is meant to have like a lot of people at the table, so there's plenty of space near people.
We would sit close to our friends, our party, and I'm trying to not be near the Bywoods. Also, Bernadette is here, and I'm a little shocked.
She's got a bird on her head.
Well, I don't know if I noticed.
I don't think you can't not notice there's a seagull on top of her head.
It's like coiled up,
It's like,
so it's like a seagull.
it's like folded in her hair.
Folded
It could
into
just
a hair,
be-
but it does have a little piece that looks like a decorative like bird that sticks
Yeah,
out of the hair.
It could just be like a weird hairstyle she's rocking.
Yeah, but it's not.
So TK, you are in a bit of a panic mode as you're trying to deal with this. Your eye kind of hurts as you're looking around. I'd like you to roll to keep your composure.
Ooh.
So that is
All right, so just a note on all of my stats, I have given myself just a permanent -1 on top of my stats for everything.
Nice.
Because TK is not handling this well. Where's my
Not
stuff?
built for that high society life.
No. Alright, so keep my composure. That would be a 4.
Oof.
So take an experience.
Oh, yay!
So you go to sit down, and you, like, when you're pulling in the chair, it's so loud. You're doing like the and people are looking over, and you like go to like, you have like a glass of wine there that's for you, and you knock it over while you're being panicked, and it spills, and everyone's kind of just looking over at TK, basically just panic moding, and your candlestick is showing.
She's just going shit.
Can I try to virtue to help? Or is this unsalvageable?
At the moment, it's just kind of a bit of the consequence. It's just kind of how it is. I say you can roll to protect an ally to try to minimize.
Yeah. Protect an ally. Pretty good at that. I got an 8.
On a 7 to 9, they may add your virtue modifier to their roll, and they also take a +1 forward. So, TK, you got a 4, and Glyph, what is your virtue modifier?
+1.
No.
So it's still a
I got
failure.
a 5.
Still bad.
But on your next roll, TK, you will get a +1.
So it cancels out your regular -1.
Yeah, it's still bad, but Glyph's kind of helping you like set your stuff up.
I know how to set like a napkin expertly over a stain that's spilled on a tablecloth.
And
so it's less
servants
obvious.
are coming out to help out and like re-pour TK's wine.
It's just making TK feel even worse because now there's 4 people surrounding her.
And Lady Crestfeather looks over at you, TK. Is your eye okay? Would you like to see one of our physicians? If something happened, was it something in the room? Maybe was it?
TK immediately puts a hand over her missing eye.
Oh no! Oh,
And
sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I mean, your other eye is very bloodshot. I just want to make sure that we put some stuff in there from the deep to try to make it a little more homey, but I suppose we should have asked about allergens beforehand.
It's fine. I like it like that.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
This dinner's amazing.
Yes, the cook is quite talented.
TK looks over at Paloma, just head snaps right to her.
Her mouth
It's
is a
just
little out of sync.
immediately skips the face that's looking dead eye at the bird.
The bird like normally doesn't move, but you just see like one of the eyes like twitch a little bit as if to acknowledge you.
Okay, squints.
Our chef comes from Cabelia, so they excellent cooks and bakers there, and they've brought us all sorts of wonderful dishes, and it has been an absolute treat having them on board.
Wow! If I were not, on such an important mission, I would love to pick their brain. And there's just like an awkward pause about how good of a cook they are. It's great stuff.
Oh, I'm sure we could find some time if you really wish to speak with staff.
I need way more time than your chef unfortunately has, but I acknowledge that you are being very kind.
Oh.
Thank you.
They nod and go back to eating.
Okay. Glyph has spent time with Bernadette Bywood. It's been a while, but
It's not helping.
something's wrong. Do I need to even roll to see?
You know what?
I can do.
I'll say,
I can do study a situation.
This
Yeah.
is an insight. Yeah.
I'll say study the situation. You obviously know something's up, but
Up. Oh, and I am whip smart, so I can use. Oh wait, no, that's whip.
Imagine
Yeah.
Paloma
It's plus
has
2.
has a case of the like obvious cannibal type of jokes. Like they keep making obvious references to what they are, even like to like anybody without like a hint of subtext. Like, yeah, we'd love to have you for dinner, like that.
Well, I rolled a 13.
All right. So on a 10
So-
plus, you get to ask 2 of the following questions. So what would you like to ask?
I definitely want to ask, what is being hidden from me, and what is happening here?
What is being hidden from you? Definitely Bernadette has changed significantly. There is something different about their entire candor, the way they speak, their voice in general, and how they are they're making very weird comments. Bernadette always had like an eye for business, and Lady Bywood liked them for that reason. But Paloma seems similar vein, but just completely different direction. And what is happening here? The Bywoods are acting weird as hell. like they're acting like they're untouchable at the moment. And it's strange because even in social situations, they kind of suck, but like they're classy enough to go about it. But it seems like Lady Bywood, for some reason, chose the 2 worst ones to send and sent them and left them for whatever reason. Like there's no handler here for Paloma and Kyle.
I want to add that, Glyph, when you rolled so high that when you study Paloma, you see her kind of shift her head a little bit, and there's a quick movement, and anybody else would have missed it, but you do see there's a quick shift while the bird is moved up, and you see just pink brain, and it's just like pushed back down.
I file all that away.
So dinner awkwardly passes as all of you are eating, like, you know, a few different things are brought out. One of the things that are brought out, though, is this bread. A half loaf of fresh bread is set down just for the guests from Foundry of Steel, and all of you, aside from Kurtok, set down there. Because, and you know this, because they put like little knives for the butter, but they only put it in front of like Glyph, TK, Weary, Alora, Paloma, and Kyle. They don't put it in front of anyone else. But there are a lot of eyes on that bread.
Also, while we were eating and I was pretending to eat, I was very deliberately like picking up the proper of the 8 spoons to use so that everyone could see which one to use.
Oh yeah, no. We're just like looking to Glyph for guidance, and it's just like stumbling over the forks. They're all forks. They're all forks. They're all just forks. It doesn't matter.
4 of these are the same size.
They're literally identical forks. I think they just gave me the wrong forks.
Wildly different.
Look at the number of times.
Eye twitches. Am I close to TK?
Yeah. We'll say you're like between Alora and TK.
I kind of like lean over. TK, how are you holding up? Because I'm really feeling the pressure here. I deeply want to incinerate the Bywoods as a treat. And I said, I'm like whispering this. Oh, you're muted.
TK leans in. She's like, I've got weapons, but I don't know what's happening.
Okay,
and I feel like I'm going to shit.
Wait, like right now?
No, it's just like there's a deep pressure in me.
Oh, like you're constipated?
No, it's like a hypothetical shit.
Oh, like you feel like shit. Okay. So sorry, I just figured since all we've been eating is bugs, I thought like, you know, we might be facing the consequences of that.
I eat a lot of bugs. Bugs are no big deal to me.
Okay.
Like it's normal.
You know, I would like a good like roasted scarab. It's been a hot minute. I had that when I was a kid.
It's just food.
Yeah. Okay, what's up with the... And I kind of gesture to the hair. Is that like a statement piece? I don't know how rich people work.
All I know is that we gotta kill both of them.
Okay, but we can't do it now. We're at dinner. And our powers are still gone.
Glyph said that we have to recon first.
All right, I like this plan. I like this recon plan.
Alora, you hear all of this as you are sitting right beside them.
Like right in between us.
no, because Kyle is nearby, so I would be like tilting to the right to talk to TK, and Alora would be next to me. So just like from like, so you're constipated onward, it becomes very obvious.
So, Alora...
I immediately turn to Kyle.
Yes, Lord Kyle.
You travel around quite a bit, right? You went to
Loosely.
the Arcanium.
Yes?
Well, I went there just a little bit ago. I was just hitching a ride, and I was hanging out with the slimy intern for a little bit. I went to this Port Divinarium. You won't believe this, though. I tried to go stay at an inn. All of them, they didn't even have The showers where the water fell from the ceiling. What kind of world are we living in? Squalor. It's a pity what happened to the Adventurers Guild, though.
Yes, I suppose it was.
You were there, weren't you? You were at the Adventurers Guild.
I am sure I was at one point.
Well, I'm just glad you made it out before that terrible massacre.
Massacre?
Oh, yes. Everyone there, absolutely taken out. It was horrible. They said it was due to these this sad bots. Have them locked up. I heard they decommissioned them and everything, turned them off. Boop. You know what they say, if it's broken, throw it away.
I had been delicately cutting up my dish into perfect squares so I can move them around. And I just stopped. I heard all that. And again, my body's like, you have the weapon. I can see it like digitally, and it's like, you have the weapon in your arm, but I don't.
TK is just glancing back and forth between Glyph and Kyle, and she is like slowly reaching for the knife on the table.
Oh, after Kyle said that, like my knife missed.
Careful.
Yes, and I am trying to not show that I'm like livid.
Do you want to keep your composure?
Upset.
If you
Yeah.
The mechanics of the game.
Yeah, would you like to roll to not be mad?
Yeah. God, would I? Oh. Oof, okay.
Well, pretty high on
I
not
got
being
a
upset.
7.
Okay, so on a 7 to 9 of keep your composure, you do well enough, but there is a following hard choice, success at a cost, or someone will misinterpret your actions. So you do that, and like your knife like hits there. One of the servants goes, "Oh, I apologize. Is the food not to your liking? We can inform the chef right away."
Oh, no, that's okay. It was an accident. It just slipped. No, it's wonderful. I'm clumsy. It's okay.
Okay, we'll make sure to let them know anyway.
Lord Bywood, was it?
Ooh, I like that.
How?
Bywood.
How was the rest of your trip?
Oh, my trip has been not great. I met a bunch of horrible people in the woods and they beat me up. I got better. I was chased by my brother. What a spaz and a half. And yeah, I saw my mom and we hung out for a little bit.
Oh yeah, I gotta roll composure on that one.
Hmm.
Oh no. I knew she wasn't dead. Ooh.
Oh yeah, you all just thought that she may have blown up.
Thought she
Yeah.
exploded.
Yeah,
Ooh.
we remember
right there.
Yeah,
She was
it
the one
makes
that
sense.
detonated
Yeah,
the bomb.
We
Yeah.
blew an airship on her face.
And we cut her arm off?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well I gotta have a penalty to that,
Oh,
to
no.
composure, but I got a 9.
Okay, so you are you're bending the cutlery while you're trying to like keep your composure, and you're starting to crack one of the plates in front of you, and they're like Kratok's mother is looking at you and then looking at Kratok a little concerned.
Your mother. I heard she blew up.
What? No.
Oh.
So like 2
I
days
guess
ago.
the news outlets were.
Or like a day ago. Time's weird.
Oh.
She's fine though. Yeah. Picked me up in a tank.
She in town, Lord Kyle?
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, oh, you know what? That makes sense.
Thanks, Ian.
Probably visiting the Divine Voice or something.
Oh.
Lovely. Well, how was the rest of... Wait, your brother?
Titus, yes.
What happened to Titus? You said you got beat up? What kind of adventures have you been on? They sound much more
I went through the
adventurous
woods, so,
than ours.
You know, it is. Oh, you know how family is. Titus is just a little under the weather permanently. And those people, they were so rude to me. I was trying to say, like, thanks for helping me out. And then they went and they said something rude to me. I can't remember what they said. It was just like, but my brain was like, nope, not today. And so I slapped one of them. And then they all just took turns beating me. But I got better.
TK is just staring at Glyph and waiting for a signal.
No signal.
I'm at the holiday mind flare.
Oh, that's so. You saw Santa.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Kratok, you're over there. You're finishing up your meal, and like the bread's been eaten. You did see that there were some hungry eyes on that bread. You've been used to it because you've been traveling so much, right? So you've seen bread so many times. It's become just like it's good, but like you've dealt with it. But your father is talking to you at the moment. So, when did you think that you might hang up the sword? Maybe take some time at home. You found the item after all.
Yeah, there might be a bit of a rest here, but there's still a lot we have to take care of after this, you know?
Oh, where are you going after this?
I don't know if you want to hear the entire story, but there are powers that be much bigger than those in Plumeria that we're trying to prevent from causing a catastrophe.
I always knew since you were a little fledgling. I thought this boy is going to do some great things. And you've just amazed us time and again. Proud of you, Kratok.
I guess I should have run away from work earlier.
I suppose so. But please don't do it again. They might not keep your job.
Oh. Well, I'm morbidly curious, actually. Lord Crestfeather, how did you come to know Kyle and Paloma?
I don't really know Paloma per se. It's our first time meeting, but Kyle, when I was traveling, I was setting up trade relations for a lot of groups. As you know, Plumeria is a little shut off from the world, and I'm trying to push forward on different ways of trade that we can bring in here. And textiles, of course, is one that's greatly sought after in Plumeria. So it was a no-brainer to try to speak to the Bywoods, and Kyle is their representative. In textiles, that is.
I see. I suppose that makes sense. I just, wasn't expecting to see him here.
Neither was I.
Kratok, stares directly at Kyle, what the fuck you doing here, man?
And Kyle's just, just talking and talking and talking, and Laura's just, looking forward. But sometimes company just kind of shows up. It's something that happens, but it's fine, I'm sure. But it is an absolute pleasure having you and your companions here. It is a great honor to have you here and to assist the Divine Voice as well.
Well, I guess we're not all so accustomed to the Plumerian way, but it is an honor to be invited here.
I do hope that our houses can work together.
Oh, absolutely. I'll see to plenty of collaborations in the future.
So you two are like carrying on small talk, and eventually dinner is wrapped up. Things are taken away. One of the servants does kind of ask TK for the candlestick, but another servant kind of drags them off, don't worry about it. Oh, did you need me to take that kind of thing? And all of you are dinner's done, and people are getting ready to head off to bed. Dinner took a long time. You're all used to dinner being half an hour, maybe an hour. You're sitting down, you're eating, you're chatting. This dinner was 3.5 hours. And you're my butt, my back, oh my god, as you're all wrapping up, and it is late at night.
TK is so sweaty.
Yeah, Weary is completely stiff.
Is our group alone?
Yeah,
we in,
you're kind of
room?
you head off alone. A lot of people are
Okay.
going off to bed, and Lord Crestfeather says you'll talk tomorrow or so, talk about business plans, but he's just tired and has to go to bed. So it's all of you right now. No Kyle, no Paloma, no Bradley.
So are we gonna jump him while he's sleeping?
What's up with the bird? Not the Blumerian bird, the head bird.
Yes, that is Lady Bywood's second child. Formerly Bernadette, now going by Paloma. Something is very wrong with them. I cannot say what, but they are not themselves at all.
So speaking as a new Eldritch parasite, I think I'm sensing some similarities.
Possibly. Bernadette was brilliant. I don't know what this thing wants. Also, Kyle is here.
Yeah. And Lady Bywood's alive and not exploded.
That bitch.
We threw an airship on her. That's that kills most people that aren't us.
That is a very unfortunate development.
Fucking cube.
At this point, I'm inclined to think that they all just have regenerative properties, the way Kyle kept talking about cutting off my legs.
Right, and Lady Bywood, I remember the note saying that she was an avatar of something. I think
what
avatars
we're
would be hard to
saying-
kill.
Like a skin bender?
Maybe more so like a representative on Earth of capitalism,
Hey,
or unlock Realta of
Similar
capitalism.
to a demigod.
Yeah, like a
Or
demigod of capitalism.
Katak, how easily do you think it would be for you to get us a vat of acid or something that we can just lock them in?
Bywoods.
It's not about the difficulty. It just wouldn't be a good idea, period, TK. Plumeria is not the place to be assaulting people, hidden, secret or not.
Good talk.
But do we need to kill them?
We'll get there. We will get there. I promise. Just not here.
TK is experiencing an error 404 equivalent across her face.
Look, TK,
But
if you can hold out until the morning, I have a bit of a surprise for you. Just remind me we got to go somewhere early in the day.
I don't know if I want to go anywhere. I think I should just stay in my room and
I promise you'll like it
prepare.
there. It's very different from all the places we've visited here so far.
But all my weapons are in the room.
We could probably take them.
I can take my weapons.
Yeah, I mean, just don't draw anything on anyone without a good reason.
Okay.
Good talk. That is very kind of you.
But you also need to be very careful. Something is going on. When we were introduced to the divine voice, we were not introduced. It seemed like she only cared about you. You were the only one who was brought up.
Yeah.
I'm worried you're in terrible danger.
Well, I don't really know enough to act on it at the moment, but that is something we have to figure out. Do you have any speculations, Glyph? You're usually pretty good at these things.
I have any speculations, DM?
Sorry, I zoned out for a second.
Yeah.
I was thinking about skin benders, so you really blame it on Alora. Or Meg.
Don't worry, Glyph. I'll protect them. I'll be there with my weapons, and everything will be fine.
I mean, everyone else is welcome to come in the morning, too, if they want. I just don't know if you'd all be interested.
But what was your question?
Katak was like, Glyph, what do you think's going on? Because I think something's afoot.
You definitely think it's weird, like when Kyle goes out to make kind of like business deals, that kind of stuff, there's usually some middle management person that's just lugged along to keep Kyle on the path, because Kyle will just veer off intentionally because they don't like speaking about business. And Bernadette has always been very, very serious, very by the books, and Paloma is anything but. And so this situation is so unlike Bywood, and it is throwing you off. You're not really sure how to perceive their actions.
This is very uncharacteristic for Kyle and Paloma. Again, I don't know what their aims are, but they are here without any supervision or any aides. No interns even. So it's possible whatever they need to do is something only they could do. And it's most likely something Lady Bywood needs them to do. Which would probably kill us. So it is good that you not go anywhere alone, Kratok. Actually, none of us should go anywhere alone.
Just to make sure we use the time wisely, if you're traveling with TK, Kratok, Glyph, I could use some quick refresher courses on etiquette. Because I feel several knots in my back that weren't there before. Because I'm terrified that every sentence I utter will actually be insulting to someone, or, it'll really hit at how, less than they are and their poor self-esteem, and they won't be able to take it. And I'd rather avoid that, if possible.
That is called dinner strain.
That's a thing?
Actual
Dinner's supposed to be a
documented.
nice thing that you enjoy.
Oh, not often. But yes, I can help you to the best of my abilities. I've been around many dinners.
Okay, thanks.
So you're all kind of getting settled, and it does eventually get late enough that you have to go relax and rest. During this time, you sleep fairly heavy. You're all still very injured. You're not feeling well. You're getting back your powers, and you're sleeping quite late into the morning. Alora, Bradley does eventually come back to the room, as you were a little concerned, but when you came to the room, Bradley sort of like jumped onto the bed and was just jumping around, and you managed to wrangle them a little bit. They seemed to be in really good spirits, which was strange, as they seemed really bored lately. So Bradley is happily sitting along, and just like you managed to go to bed. And the next morning, we're actually going to switch gears a little bit. We are going to go over to a Plumerian, a new type of vehicle that's moving through Plumeria. In this vehicle, the bright morning sun is shining through. Our 5 passengers are blinking and trying to get like a little more relaxed as they're getting ready. You've all been summoned to come and hang out at Lord Crestfeather's estate. You're going to stay there for some time before the ball, and it was asked that you come there to meet the new Baron Kratok. You're all very excited about this idea that you can go there, there's new relations, that kind of stuff, and there's going to be numerous other people. But this new type of Plumerian vehicle, it's just thundering along the road. It has this big Magitech engine that's in the front of it, and there's like sparks and like little things that are flying every so often, like a cantrip is cast, and sometimes it's dangerous. But that's fine. We're here in Plumeria. So you are traveling along and like bumping along, but let's just go around this carriage, this automobile carriage, and describe our 5 other guests. We'll start in our normal order. Ian, why don't you tell us about this Plumerian noble?
All right. This is Earl Drink Fosty. Earl Drink looks like a fluffy cardinal Plumerian. But instead of the regular crest that a cardinal has, it just kind of splits down the middle, and so it looks like horns. And his pronouns are he, him. He's very rotund, very jovial. There's a vibe of like, oh, Drink used to be from a very nice family, but that family's fallen on hard times. But that hasn't ruined Drink's spirit, not one bit.
And Meg, tell us about your Plumeria.
Hi. The Plumerian I am is Eleandra Swan, and their pronouns are they, them. They are a count, and they are similarly related to the trumpeter swan, hence the black. I'm not doing this every day, but just felt like being extra. I am just happy to be here. I'm very reserved. Always watching, always aware of people. I just look at Twillia. And just generally very well known as normally being like a hostess kind of person. I love parties. I love the regality of everything in Plumeria. I'm very old-fashioned as far as like manners goes, and so it's going to be very interesting.
And Jess, as you have a cat cam, tell us about your bird.
You see a small, pretty little yellow nuthatch. Her name is Lady Twillia Thistlewhistle. And she's very excited to be in this automobile with all of her friends and is having a delightful time. And the Thistlewhistles are very well known for having many children, and there's probably a Thistlewhistle married into like every family of the nobles. So we're related to almost everyone through marriage. We're always at everyone's houses. And I'm very excited to see Cousin Kratok. It's been so long.
And Eve.
There is Delata, or Baroness Delata Didgeridoo. She looks like a loggerhead shrike, which is kind of like a steel gray head and shoulders, with a black mask and a white belly and just a pitch black beak and hands and talons. She kind of has like a similar shape to like a sparrow, but like the tip of her beak, it has just a wicked hook on it. And she's wearing fairly casual clothes for travel, but it's all decked out with a lot of brass accessories, including a series of pins in the top of her head to flare up her feathers. And she's sitting down and swirling a glass of wine, tapping on the glass with the brass-capped talon.
And Jason.
You look over and you see Rip Talon. He is an Earl equivalent, but he doesn't take a title. He's a tall, stocky bowerbird. He's actually an unfeathered, so you just see completely plucked bird. He's got dark skin underneath. His tattoos everywhere, like face, shoulders, arms, everything, including the classic anchor and like the heart mom tattoos. Everyone's going to have one of those. His wings are just like lined with piercings, like where I guess where his wings would be, they're more like arms now. To the point that he jingles every time he moves. And yeah, he's kind of bored because in his off time he doesn't just go for a leisurely drive in a vehicle. He likes to like whip that Spider Horse Bugatti around everywhere.
All right, so the 5 of you are in this automobile, and it's thundering along throughout Saria. You're heading towards the Crestfeather Estate, but you have a bit of time to chat while you're in here.
Real quick, how long has Rip been doing the featherless thing?
Oh, it's been years, like at least 5.
So he's one of the early adopters.
Oh yeah.
I think Delata kind of looks Rip up and down and says, "Rip, dear,
Yo,
are you
what's up?
seeing anyone currently?"
I mean, I see a lot of people. I use my eyes.
You are a charmer.
You peer over towards Drink, who, like, upon this conversation, just gives the slightest air of some jealousy, and just goes, "Oh, Delata, you do not have to ask such personal things of Rip Talon. I'm sure that the illustrious and wonderful Rip Talon has many things going on, and can't be bothered with just a simple seeing of someone. They probably give them a lot of time and care. If he were to ever do that for any reason. Yes."
Hey, don't trouble yourself there, Fosty. We're all good.
You know me, always ruffled.
This is such a peculiar device, but so delightful. It goes so fast. We shall be at the state in no time.
Whose car is this?
Yeah, whose car is this?
This is Lord Crestfeather's car that you're being picked up in, and there's like a little window area that is open. You can see the driver. They are this crow Talarian. Their hands are on the wheels. They're looking forward. Look back at all of you. Hey, everything all good back there? Y'all enjoying yourself?
Yes, we are most comfortable.
Can I offer you some blue beetles?
Delata shuts the door.
No. Oh, okay. Yeah. No. If you Yep. Okay.
I can
Delata.
still hear him. He's a little muffled.
I was going to ask him to drive a little bit faster,
What a thrill.
Are you in such a hurry to get there?
Lovely company so soon.
There's a million other things to do than sit in a car. We could be at a party right now.
Yes,
Yeah,
and we will be
that's
soon.
where we're going.
Yeah, but like sooner.
More soon.
Time is money,
Why are you in such a hurry to get there?
I'm just bored. We're in a car right now.
Oh yes, because heavens forbid, we're not good enough for you anymore, isn't that it?
I didn't really say that.
No, it was implied, it's fine.
Alejandra. Do be kind.
Yes, because you know all about that, don't you?
Oh, tensions are rising, it seems. Maybe this
Kitty!
rush will.
No.
There's a small cat inside this car.
Sorry, there's a fancy back there. I gotta get that. Sir, no, they don't need maintenance on the car right now. We don't need everyone to clean the windows.
I've never been in a car before. Let me in.
Listen, here's a couple gold. You just go get yourself a meal.
Can I have a car?
No.
Please.
Just go. We don't need the windows cleaned. It's fine. I just cleaned it.
No, I don't want to clean the windows. I want the
I
car.
love that that's Wander's voice
Can't
now.
have the car.
Okay.
Wander's voice now.
The fancer named Wander. Jeez, the fancy named Wander just disappears into the night.
I'm sorry, everyone. You know how it is. Sometimes they get really excited. They see things. They just want them.
Lana closes the little
Close
door.
it again on me. Close it again on me. All right.
Oh, I've never had such a talkative driver before. What a nice change.
What Eliandra was meaning, good Mr. Talon, is that not all of us have the opportunity to ride an automobile. They're so new, expensive.
I can speak for myself, thank you, and that was not what I meant, but okay.
Maybe I just got to take you all out in the Type R sometime, you know.
Take us out? Well, that's rather harsh.
Yeah, just for a drive.
That still is sounding a little harsh.
A little scary, yes.
I'm not going to kill any of you.
Oh, thank you.
Well, I for one
I wasn't
think
worried
it
for
sounds.
about a moment.
I for one think it sounds delightful.
Cousin, we would all have so much fun. Third wheel.
So
Usually they have 4 wheels.
That's good.
You feel the car is starting to slow down as you can hear the sounds outside of like a gate opening up and then the car starting up again. Looking out the windows, you see that you've made it to the Crestfeather estate. There is another automobile behind you with other guests that are in it as it's riding up the beautiful estate. You see just over onto the right-hand side, you see the gorgeous rainbow eucalyptus trees that the Crestfeathers have been growing for a very long time. And the automobile pulls up, and you see there is Lord Crestfeather and Lady Crestfeather there, along with a number of servants to greet all of you.
As Rip steps out, he doesn't go towards the house or like anyone. He goes off to the side, like by the trees.
Oh, all right. Everyone else, it is a pleasure to see you, of course. Yes. Welcome to the estate.
Ah, what
Lord
a
Crestfeather. It's been too long, and she just immediately goes up and takes his hand and taps her beak against his real quick, 2 quick pecks.
Yeah, just to like clacks and yes, of course it has, and it's too long. I'm so glad that you received our invitation that you can come here.
Of course, I am so excited.
Oh, Lord Crestfeather, tell me everything you've been up to. I heard your lady wife has horns that might even rival mine.
yes. Well, you know, our children are growing up strong. They're ready. My son has just entered the season, so it's very, very exciting. They are starting to look for potential mate out there.
Oh goodness, it's good I didn't have time for children, or I certainly would have my hands full.
Well, you know, you never know. You might have some sooner before you know it.
You'll
Oh,
just hear Eliandra in the background, like, wistfully sigh as she walks past. As they walk past. Just, oh, maybe. And just keeps going.
You do see, exiting out of one of the other cars, there is this a very plump Robin is stepping out. You know, this is Lord Squibbles Melodious. As they're getting all sort of, yes, of course, they are a baron. And you see that there is a more. They're not very common, but you see they look kind of like a hen. It is Henrietta Melodious, Squibble's wife. You see that another person they step out. It is a blue jay. Not blue jay. Sorry, that's what Crestfeather is. Wow, they are. What's another bird?
for $1, name a bird.
Random bird. So you see,
Name one bird.
I don't know why my brain just blanked on songbirds.
chat. Name a bird.
Maybe a starling.
There is a willow warbler.
Oh, that's a fun.
Yeah,
that's a fun bird.
that is the Honorable Skyland Windborn. Stepping out there, they're very, upbeat, bright, like they're just entered into the season themselves, and they're ready to dive into, seeing what life has for them. And you do see there is a gnome who steps out. They have green hair that is streaked with gray. They have a green beard, gold eyes, and they have a lute on their back. You do know this is Lord Wingover Gimble. They will tell you they are a famous gnome bard.
You have to do it with the accent, Lucas.
Famous name bad.
There it is.
Yay!
Yay. This is a fun area to just see some characters we haven't seen in a hot minute.
Oh, look at all of you. How are you all? Oh, this is so pleasant. Look, so many people here.
Do we recognize the famous gnome bard Wingover Gimble?
Roll to know where you stand.
Nope, that's a 6.
All right, so go ahead and mark an experience. You have
Yep.
no idea who this gnome is, but they are acting like they know everyone else.
I'm gonna roll with it. Oh, we're also so happy you could be here.
Oh, I'm always so happy to be performing for all these people. It's always so nice coming into Plumeria. Usually I'm stuck going all in after in after in, and it's just nice being here where you're up above the trees. So beautiful.
Does Eleandra know that?
Roll know where you stand.
Oh, I kind of want to know if I know famous gnome bard as well, because I've been around a little longer than the rest of the.
Or
I got
11.
an 11.
11.
I got a 10.
All right, so you two can ask. So you definitely know who Wingover Gimble is. They are indeed a famous gnome bard. They've been
Oh
around
my
for
God.
a long time. And never really aging much. It's been, people just assume magic or something like that they've figured out, but they have been around for a long time, performing everywhere, so the fact that Lord Crestfeather has got Wingover to come here, it is a bit of a big deal. So you're all standing there, and everybody's meeting up together, and you see there are a few other people that are coming out onto the balcony as they're looking out, and it is the randos and some other people here, and you do see flapping down, perching themselves onto the fountain is once more a Dudley Fluff Feathers. Greetings! I have proclamations from the song device. I will read them for everyone here. 'Twas 6 on the timepiece. I found myself in the midst of a hallucination. I was oscillating Valentino by a shimmering blue Italian creek. I cannot be tardy, for I would not receive my tithe. Those are the moments when you dream your birth hath been properly housecrafted. Just was 'twan more unhinged Monday.
It took me a second with that
Yeah,
one.
that one took a second.
It took me a second.
I'm mad that I got it!
It took me a second.
I still don't know what it is.
Just another manic Monday.
Oh my god.
This is the music from the Earth Realm. I shall be back on the morrow.
It's like you're ending it in a little puzzle for us.
And they flap up into the air. And there are a lot of people like, oh, that's an interesting one. The Earth place has certainly strange songs there. But we leave this moment in Plumeria. The camera flies through the air. We travel back to the Warped Woods. We go over to the wonderful Warped Court, where we're going to change the music.
Oh.
We see the warped court as we dive right through it. There are a number of Fae. We go to this old hut in this somewhat swampy looking area. There are jars and everything inside this old decrepit looking hut, and there is like smoke bubbling up from a cauldron. There are bones littered on a table that look fairly humanoid, and there is this very old hag. She's dragging along her one foot as she's looking at things that she's pulling off and putting them into this boiling pot, and then takes out this one little gem, and labeled on the jar that's holding the gem, it says Kratok. They lift the lid, and Hagatha lets the gem roll out onto her hand.
Ah, yes. This is perfect. Just what I need. All I have to do is get there. To that old world. There are many who will make a deal.
And Hagatha pulls out this beautiful song that starts like mystically moving around her hand. She's drawing it from this gem. And we see in this song, in this mist, as it's starting to move into the cauldron and bubbling up, we watch as there are visions of a city crumbling. There are gigantic monstrosities that are terrorizing cities. There are Plumerians dying by the handful. But then we see a person standing there in this mist as it's going up. They have gray robes. They toss them off to the side. They have a banded metal mask over their face. They're wearing a crisp gray suit underneath those robes that they remove. They adjust a tie. And Hagatha is staring at this mist.
No, this doesn't make sense. The spell's not going yet.
And they step out of the mist onto Hagatha's hut.
What? No.
The person grabs onto Hagatha's face as she's scratching. She's throwing incantation spells, just grabbing things, smashing bottles on this person. Just takes this one jug of acid, slams it down, and it melts some of the suit away, revealing just this skin that has just numerous runes all over, glowing in this like purplish light as they keep pressing and cracking Hagatha's skull. And just a quick eruption as they drop Hagatha's body. They walk over to the side. They open up a chest. And in this chest is this beautiful scepter. It looks old. Very, very old. They pick it up and heft it. Got my horse. Got my wand. And they open up the door to Hagatha's hut, and they walk out. And that's where we're leaving it.
Everyone pour one out for
Boy.
beloved NPC from season 2, Hagatha.
I had Hagatha's name written down in my thing because she told me I could call her.
Oh.
And I've been saving that for an emergency.
No, you gotta spend those hero points fast. You gotta.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna.
For the-
But like that's like a bottom of the ninth kind of thing.
Okay,
where,
y'all,
like,
so what we've gotta do.
Pull out Hagatha, and it's like, oh shit, I forgot all about that.
Agatha.
You know those channel points? It brought back an NPC from season 1.
We did.
Do it again.
We can get Hagatha's like horrible mangled corpse to come and talk to us.
We can get her back.
I was gonna say I want to save it
Corpse
in
again.
case I summon. Unless I summon Pesca from their
Yeah, we have.
her brain exile and she comes back and she's already dead. I'd be really sad.
It could
Yeah,
just
we
be,
have a call Zed once card.
Oh yeah, sorry, not Pesca anymore. It's Zed.
Zed.
You just
Now
make her Final Fantasy spelling caller Corpsca.
good.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's a good one. You can bring the corpse of Hagatha.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know that she's dead, so we can
Right,
still
not at
try
all,
to kill her.
Yeah.
That'd be a horrible realization when Corpsica comes out. You're like, no.
It's me, Haggith.
Do you want to make a deal?
Honestly, we
You
probably
look
couldn't
more
even tell the
dead than last
difference.
time.
Ugh.
I'm just
Big
collecting.
bad's just
I'm collecting
just
all my
getting badder.
goodies. Yeah, and you know the baddies have to start making their hard moves. You're all weak right now, so it's their perfect time to shine. Just collecting NPCs. Don't worry. Did you all enjoy today's festivities and dinner?
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Sorry
Oh.
about all the technical difficulties and having to go answer the door and all that, but some days are just more fun than others.
Woo!
How dare you have a life outside of this?
Nope. Gotta just hunker down, live in this office. That's my plan. I mean, I spent fucking 10 hours in here anyways.
Oof.
Well, thank you all for coming on by. We're just going to go around the table. Anything we want to promote. We were on a charity stream just on Sunday for Carrie and Comfort. It was the Gehenna Virtual Horror Con. So we played a Mothership one-shot. So I do believe they also put it up on YouTube, but they have the VOD still on Twitch. If you want to go over at Carrie and Comfort, they have we had a great time. There's a lot of Easter eggs that are like fun little things from the story that we had in there, and we killed some space mercs multiple times. So good times in Enchantland. Yeah, so check that out. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, we are nearing the end of our first campaign in our podcast, so we are releasing weekly for a little bit as I'm getting everything wrapped up. Just released an episode today. I think there's only 4 other episodes to go, so that story's gonna be wrapped up quite a bit. So I'm very excited for that, and then we are going to be having a second campaign starting. It's looking more like September just because life is busy and I don't want to rush things and burn out, so probably pushing more for September area, but figured all that out, make an announcement, all that good stuff. We also have a Patreon if you want to check that out. It's pay what you want. We have a bunch of extra audio goodies on there, just different stuff that ties in the story. Stuff like what happened in Enchantland after the randos left, or what happened with 4CK and their fun adventures, and how did they get captured. All sorts of stuff. It actually ties in. So fun extra audio content if you want to head on over there. And the money helps support the show. It helps us pay for things like hosting, website, all that kind of stuff, and like equipment upgrades. So it is very handy and very much appreciated. My recommendation for this week is going to be Shrimp and Crits. It is so much fun. I've been listening to this. I think I'm on like episode 20 or so. It is a Monster of the Week podcast set in the Floridas, where you follow along Ray, the Weregator. There is Agent Ari Green, who works for the FAE. And there is Agent Payne, who is just a deputy who constantly gets injured by every monster there because they're mundane.
They're just like me, for real.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun. I definitely recommend checking it out. I've been really enjoying it. And if you accidentally type in shrimp and grits into search, they do have a recipe there if you're accidentally led to their website and are getting angry. So yeah, check it out. A lot of fun.
It's shrimp and crits, right?
Yeah, I've been enjoying it a lot. So highly
How
recommend it.
exciting.
Ian.
All right, so I have a couple things to recommend. I wanted to give a big shout out to Critical Bits. I believe they released their last episode of their first campaign. Well, I guess their only campaign specific to that was today. So that's 90 whole episodes of teen comedy, body horror, superhero shenanigans.
Wait, is it their last episode or are they on their last?
I
thought
think
it
there's
was-
like 5 more.
There's 5
or
more. I thought
something.
90 was the last one.
No, it's
No,
their
I'm
final
pretty sure.
arc. So they're
Oh,
like
I
this is the first
misread.
episode of their final
It was the
arc.
final like guest.
Oh,
voice.
okay. That was unclear. So they're not done yet, which gives you time to catch up. 90 episodes. It's a hard
I thought
ask.
it was their last episode,
I thought
aside
so
from maybe
too.
like an epilogue. I'm
It's
pretty
a good
sure it is.
It's a good name, right? Like Infinity Nakedness is a great name for a final episode.
I'm gonna Google this while you're chatting.
Yeah. Either way, congratulations. That's a really cool thing to finish up an entire campaign in podcast form. It's 90 episodes. They survived the pandemic too, so that's a big thing. And then my other recommendation is to play Disco Elysium. Now you might say to yourself, I've heard tell of a lot of people telling me to play that game, but they haven't really given me a good pitch. And I regret to inform you, it's a really difficult game to pitch. You're an amnesiac cop who has to solve a murder mystery, but you're probably the worst cop in the world, and part of it is figuring out what kind of horrible cop that you want to be, because a horrible cop might actually just be a good person if you quit, right? So give Disco Elysium a try. It's set in a very fictional world, but it's a very interesting world, and you get to solve a murder mystery. I highly recommend it. I also recommend there's a bunch of weird little interactions. I recommend just being a weirdo when you play. You'll get a lot of good stuff out of it if you be a little weird.
Kick that trash can and then feel bad about it.
Yeah, right. Say, be mean to a garbage can. Try to grab a necktie and immediately fall over and have a game over because you lost all of your life. Yeah, it's a good time. It's hard. It's a weird game, but the writing is stellar and it lets you be weird, which I always enjoy in mystery solving character driven games. I get to be a little weirdo today. That's a good time.
The thing that sold me on Disco Elysium was the fact that you could die from sitting in a very uncomfortable chair while a man berates you.
I died because I looked at some footprints and I didn't look at them hard enough after I was bullied by a child. So those two things together were enough to kill me.
For the critical bits, their final episode is 94.
Oh, okay.
So
Even
this
more,
is their
even
final
better.
arc.
Okay, it's
And their
time to
final
catch up.
Yeah, I totally misunderstood that.
Yeah, no, I was deeply unclear. So give them a listen to. It's a good time. Highly recommend it. I wish I could still quote the Herbie monologue from memory, but I've lost it in the interim years. But yeah, no, give it a listen. It's a good time. Play Disco Elysium. It's literally on a ton of platforms now. I have it on Switch. So if you were waiting for it to be available on a console that's not a computer, here's your chance.
Meg.
Hey, I am Meg. I can actually do my ending promo now because I keep getting that flipped for some reason. You can find me on Twitter at NarniaSPants, where I screech about being a music educator. Like I said on Sunday, now I'm a big kid and I get to go teach middle school, 7th and 8th grade choir this year if HR ever gets back to me. Corporate, am I right? It's gonna be an interesting year. It's starting all over again, so get ready for the screaming. I am super excited that I get to have 2 fun games before I get to go back to work. I have a game over on TTRPG, that's T like the beverage and then TRPG, over with Nikki, who is on Twitter at, I think it's halfling_Nikki or just halfling Nikki NIKKI. I need to double check. But the Twitter is up already. It is, again, same thing as it is on Twitch. So T like the beverage, TRPG _ on Twitter. On the, the 30th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Time zones suck, and I'm not doing it in Central right now. Sorry, guys. I get to do a fun Fae game, and then I get to do an all Leos Regency era. Well, I'm not sure if it's Regency era, but we're playing the Good Society. So we get to be all fancy and proper, and a different form of proper where I can actually clap back at people. Excuse me. That I believe is on August 1st. So 4 days before my birthday. If you want to watch me die for a second, I'm good. If you want to help me out, I actually do have a conference coming up where I get to go work on being a big kid and get more resources that I will actually have to use, like getting big old books of music and stuff to start using with my kids and for myself to get myself back in the habit. I have a Ko-fi. It is in my bio on Twitter. Again, at Narnia's Pants. Anything will be appreciated. Everything will probably go to that conference because I need to stock up on stuff that is not elementary level reading books now. So now it's a complete shift. I have to find stuff geared towards middle schoolers. So anything you get me for that will help me with the conference and get anything else that I will need to my kids. Thank you.
Awesome. Jess.
I'm sorry. My cat was yelling for like the last hour, and now he's just in my lap, and he's like happy now. That's all he wanted, was to just sit in my lap. So shout out to my cat Wander for being the best worst boy. I don't have anything going on really. I'm art_fantastical on social media. You can find me there. I have a lot of silly Rise art on my Instas. Yeah, and check out our Patreon and check out our shop. I don't know if I can sit up because Wander's in my lap, but we have fun merch about arson, and it's great, and you can wear that on your body for a reasonable price. I'll throw it to Jason.
All right, Eve.
I mean Eve.
It's because I was laughing.
It's okay. Ian took my recommendation anyways. But yeah, you can find me over at Lawless Vic on the Twitter. That is Lawless as in crime and Vic as in victory. And in exchange of, I'm also going to recommend Critical Bits and Disco Elysium. Both are very fun. I will add on, go check out Side Character Quest, which is pretty much, you know how our campaigns have side characters? Well, there's a show about, hey, what's that random person getting up to? So like, it'd be like, hey, what's Agatha off over there doing? What's her deal? Oh, and also, if you or someone you know is a GM that thinks that they would be good at some Conan-ass barbarian dinosaur stuff, get with me. Because, you know, I need someone that has a better voice for that kind of thing than I do, because I don't have the voice for it. I really want to set something up. I will handle every other aspect of the show, and even co-GM if that's what is needed. But I need somebody, anybody, please. This is the hardest part, is finding a GM. I will do everything else, I swear. I just need my Conan dinosaurs. Anyways, yes.
And Jason.
Hello. First of all, go to the gym, do some running, do some compound lifts. The pain feels so good. I know Lucas disagrees with that though, so
Call me
maybe
out,
don't listen
why
to
don't
me.
you? Like, I've been slacking. You're right. You're absolutely correct.
I'm working out. I absolutely hate it, but I do it.
You don't enjoy the pain part. We've talked about this before. The other thing, before I forget, because I don't know why I have a knack for leaving things off in weird places, Rip stepped to the side to go smoke a stick bug.
Okay.
He's not just like standing by the trees
I thought
to
you
be
just
weird
went
and
off to go
brooding.
hang out
Too
by the
cool.
trees. You're like, oh, I'm gonna screw these.
Yeah, you know, he's not just chilling with the trees. That he was going to go have a little smoke there, you know.
Awesome.
Yeah. Well, anyways, thanks for coming out, everyone.
We will be back on Tuesday, 6:30, where we will have two sets of characters. The players will be jumping between their Plumerian characters and their rando. So definitely check that out. We'll be back, and this time we'll have everything working because we got all working now. So sorry about the equipment upgrade, but hey, stream's running better. So all right, we are going to go raid someone. Meg, you mentioned TTRPG, and I see they are up and playing. So I'm going to go ahead and point us there because I already typed it into the chat. So putting that there. Oh, they only allow in-network raids. Okay, I guess that's a no. So let's see.
Just Dorky Teacher is there. Also, if you're following the Hype Goblin, I love Sarah. She donates all of her funds from Twitch to the Trevor Project. So,
Okay. What's that person's Twitch?
the Hype Goblin.
The Hype Goblin. And that's all. Okay.
Each beginning letter is capitalized.
Okay. Let's see. All right, perfect. There we go. So, join us on Tuesday. Come back. We'll be fancy. Things are working. We figured out the technical glitches. All right, everyone. Until then, bye now.